Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gorgeous night here at Arizona Western College, most notably the AWC soccer field right in the middle of campus. And we've got a great night for soccer at its finest as the late stretch of the 2011 regular season happens for your defending Region 1 champion AWC Matadors as they host a team that they have gone to the wall with many times over the last couple of years, the Phoenix College Bears in ACCAC soccer action. Good evening, everybody. Jim Howe welcoming you to the AWC soccer field as the sun starts to go behind the big 3C building just west of here. And the Matadors are trying to extend what they've already accomplished over the last 48 hours, and that is namely clinch a Region 1 playoff berth. They did that Saturday in a marathon double overtime win up in Tucson when Marcos Garcia scored in the 106th minute against Pima Community College to give them a 1-0 victory. But now they're trying to aim higher, trying to get a first-round playoff bye for the third straight year. To do that, they need to try and win tonight, and they need to try and win Thursday up in the Phoenix area against Chandler Gilbert. But first things first, they are taking on a team that has already tagged the Matadors with one of their 2 losses on the season. That was back on September 13th when the Matadors were still kind of searching for themselves, and so were the Bears. The Bears were floundering at only 2-3, but that woke them up. Since then, they have won 6 of their 9 matches. They're now 8-6. They are tied for 3rd place with Chandler Gilbert in the ACCAC, and they know that they've got a chance to get a first-round playoff game and possibly even get a first-round bye, but they've got to win tonight to be able to do that. We've got all the action coming up on the other side of this break. Hope you're enjoying AWC Soccer right here on the Matador Sports Network.
Arizona Western College Matadors. Here's tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the visitors, the Phoenix College Bears. Number 12.
Okay, Tyler, you should be able to run one spot in between the post-game or the pregame close and the game open, okay? Thank you, sir.
Number 6, midfielder, Andy Lopez. Number 9, midfielder, Carlos Villa.
30.
Number 15,
I don't want to get too cute.
Luke Benjovic. Number 15, Francisco Hernandez. Number 19, midfielder, Jesus Reyes.
Is there any specific time you want to start?
It's going to be about a minute 15 away. About a minute 15 to a minute and a half.
Number 15, forward, Ahmed El-Damana. Number 17, forward, Danny Reyes. And in goal, number 0, Christian Hernandez. The Bears are coached by David Turner. Assistant coaches Eric Anderson, Paul Allen, and Roberto Villa. Now here's the starting lineup for your Arizona Western College Matadors. A defender, number 15, Brian Portillo. A defender, number 16, Benita. A defender, number 24, Andre Garcia. A defender, number 26, Shannon Taylor. A midfielder, number 8, a midfielder, number 10, Jose Monterosa.
An absolutely gorgeous night here at the AWC soccer field in the middle of the Arizona Western College campus in Yuma. And we are in the middle of what proves to be a big matchup in ACCAC men's soccer. It is the defending Region 1 champion AWC Matadors and the Phoenix College Bears. Good evening, everybody. Jim Howe welcoming you to the AWC soccer field. Starting lineups, all the play-by-play coming up on the other side of this break. You are listening to Matadors Soccer on the Matador Sports Network. Okay, Tyler.
In these challenging economic times, it's a good feeling to have knowing that Southwest Gas is here for you. They're ready 24/7 with fast emergency response, friendly and efficient customer service, and all of their employees are safety trained. And as always, they remind you to call before you dig. Call the toll-free Arizona Blue Stake number at 1-800-782-5348. Southwest Gas, helping you and your families for 75 years. In the mood for something different? Dairy Queen Brazier at Pioneer Center in the Foothills has a full menu of great meals, from the best breakfast in town to their new iron-grilled sandwiches for lunch and dinner. And of course, your favorite desserts, from blizzards to dilly bars to ice cream cakes. Plus, the newest and largest DQ in the city of Yuma also supports and donates to community programs all over our area. Dairy Queen Brazier, Pioneer Center in the Foothills, proud sponsors of Matador Athletics. America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to customers, friends, and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign.
Our national anthem prior to tonight's game here at the AWC soccer field between the second place AWC Matadors and the third place Phoenix College Bears. Matadors come in with a record of 12-2-1. In fact, their last loss came to this same Bears team all the way back on September 13th in the Valley of the Sun, a 3-1 loss. Since then, they have run off 9 straight matches without a loss, 8-0-1 since then. That win for the Bears also woke them up, because they were 2-3 going in. Since then, they are 6-3 and are suddenly in the heart of the playoff race. They come in with an overall record of 8-6. Let's go ahead and set the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Bears, under the 7-year head coach David Cameron, they'll start it off with one defender. That is Osmond Mendez out of Glendale High School, a 6'1", 170-pound sophomore. They go with half a dozen midfielders. Trevor Hamilton, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. Andy Lopez, who's a 6', 190-pound sophomore. Carlos Villa, who's the leading point scorer on this team, 6', 285 pounds, also a sophomore. Luke Bunjevic. Bunjevic is out of Centennial High School, 5'9", 160-pounder. He is a freshman. Cisco Hernandez, also in the mid, 5'8", 150 pounds. He's a sophomore. And Jesus Valls, a 5'10", 170-pound freshman. 3 forwards, Colby Liston, who is the leading goal scorer on this team, 6', 190-pound sophomore. Ahmed El-Zarhana. El-Zarhana is out of Ironwood High School in the Tucson area, 5'9", 160-pound freshman. And then Danny Reyes rounding out the front guys. Reyes, a forward, and he is a 5'9", 160-pound freshman. In between the pipes, Christian Hernandez, one of 3 goalkeepers that the Bears have used so far in 2011. Hernandez, 6', 190-pound freshman. We'll get to the Matadors lineup in just a moment, as we are underway in the first of 2 45-minute periods here in NJCAA soccer. And if they can't decide it after 90 minutes, they'll go to 2 10-minute overtimes, but it is a golden goal, so to speak. It is sudden death. The first team to score in overtime wins it, and I say that simply because this has been a rivalry that has seen plenty of overtime action. In fact, they have seen 4 ties in the last 5 years, 2 on this field and 2 back at Hoy Stadium in the Phoenix area. So we just want to keep you abreast, just in case, not trying to jinx anything. Matadors were on the attack, but they kick it out of bounds, so now Phoenix College with their first throw in, and defender Osmond Mendez will throw it in from the near sideline. Phoenix College moving from left to right in this first half. and the Matadors moving from right to left. Throw into Mendez right in the middle, and it's knocked away nicely by Shannon Phillip, one of the Matador defenders. Kicked back in by Mendez, and then a header just goes awry, just to the right of the right pipe, and that's Colby Liston, who's the leading goal scorer on this team, trying to get the header, and it just runs a little bit to the right of the goal. Matadors line up with 4 defenders in front of Oscar Hernandez. We'll talk more about Hernandez in a moment. Here is a header that goes out of bounds right at midfield off of the Bears. Brian Portillo is one defender. Portillo getting his 3rd straight start, 5'8", 145-pound freshman out of Santa Ana, California. He's joined in the back row by Fabian Gisa out of Somerton, 5'9", 155-pound freshman. Admir Belasevic, the senior member of the defenders. Belasevic, 5'10", 175-pounder. He's a sophomore from Wellington, New Zealand, and then rounding out the foursome is Shannon Phillip, who has really come on this year. He's a freshman out of Vivia Grenada, 6'1", 185-pound freshman. In the middle, 4 midfielders, and before we get to that, Marcos Garcia makes a nice steal in the forecourt. He comes down the left side looking for his center, can't find anything. It's poked away nicely, but then he's able to retrieve it on the side. Jesus Valls going toe-to-toe with him, and it will inch out of bounds, and they will say it'll stay on the Matadors side. Midfielders, Vinny Enriquez, who will be one of our halftime guests out of San Francisco, 5'7", 160-pound sophomore. Jose Monterosa, who was one of the big scorers last year. Monterosa out of Los Angeles, 5'10", 165-pound freshman. As the Matadors' chance goes awry as it's kicked out of the Bears zone, goes near midfield, and then it's deflected, kicked by Enriquez, and it goes off the leg of Carlos Villa out of bounds, so the Matadors will get a throw in. As I said, Enriquez, one of the midfielders along with Monterosa. Vitalis Atemafak, they call him V. He's also going to be one of our halftime guests, a native of Cameroon, and he came here from New Carrollton, Maryland. Up near the nation's capital, Billy Delphine is the other midfielder. In fact, he has the ball right now, dribbling on the right side as it knocked away in the middle of 3 Bears defenders, able to save it to Monterosa. Monterosa out front, now tries for a centering pass into Soto. Soto with a beautiful kick, and it gets inside the left part of the goal. And the Matadors started off very quickly. So Soto from Delphine, and the Matadors take a 1-0 lead early in this match. Let's take a break. You're listening to Matador Soccer on the Matador Sports Network.
Your 5 Yuma area State Farm insurance agents don't just offer affordable life, homeowners, and auto insurance rates. They offer great opportunities for our youth to get involved. Agents Martin Armijo, Howard Blitz, Gene Bostic, Zeke Herrera, and Kathy Nutze have supported many community youth programs around Yuma County for years, including the Yuma Youth Boxing Association, Yuma Roller Hockey League, Somerton Rattlers Baseball, even DARE. They also are strong supporters of the Freedom Library, Habitat for Humanity, and Amberley's Place, and of course are proud again this season to be a supporter of Matador Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Insurance is there.
Softball players, why wait for the spring? Get top-notch softball instruction from some of the best in the area this fall. Join AWC head softball coach Nikki Bethurum and her players for a series of softball clinics on selected Fridays this fall on the AWC campus. Each clinic will focus on different aspects of the game, and you don't have to be an experienced player to learn and improve your game. The cost of each clinic is just $15, and all money raised goes to the Matador Athletic Association. Call 344-7544 for more information.
6 minutes Saturday in the win up in Tucson to get their first goal. It took them all of 4 minutes and 40 seconds tonight against Phoenix College, and a foul called in the middle of the pitch on Luke Bunjevic of Phoenix College. So AWC will get the ball back, but Mario Soto on a beautiful assist from Billy Delphine gets it rolling. The Matadors lead 1-0. Bears clear it out of their zone by Osman Mendez, but the Matadors get it at midfield. This is Brian Portillo, who has really been coming on in recent games for the Matadors. He and Billy Delphine play catch on the right side. Now Monterosa gets it, tried to lead for Delphine, but got Billy just a little too far ahead. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in in the back line for Phoenix College. Quick pass up for Colby Liston near midfield as the Bears try and get set, trailing 1-0. Matadors have not lost in this series in Yuma since 2006. They've won 3 and they've tied twice, including last year in a 1-1 tie. Here come the Bears. On the move, Danny Reyes flanked by two different Matador defenders, tries to get out of the way. Now a left-footed shot sails over the top of the pipe. There will be a shot on goal, but Hernandez didn't need to touch it. Rounding out the Matadors starting lineup, two forwards, Marcos Garcia. Garcia, who had the game winner against Pima on Saturday, 5'6", 155-pound sophomore from Yuma, played his freshman year at Yavapai up in the Prescott area. And Mario Soto, who just scored that goal out of San Juan Capistrano in California, 5'10", 160-pound freshman. Up near the midline, this is Jesus Valls, who has it knocked away, stolen nicely by Marcos Garcia. Garcia on the move. Lead pass for Mario Soto. They come back 3-on-4, but then a nice steal by Andy Lopez. And then Soto apparently called for the foul in the Bears zone. First foul of the night on the Matadors. Bears already with two. 1-0 Matadors. We're in the 9th minute. So Lopez waits for his team to get set. Long pass towards the AWC goal, and it's poked away from Hernandez. It's a free ball, and it's kicked out nicely by Portillo as Hernandez went over to try and save it and got knocked out of position, but Portillo there to save the day, make that Fabian Gisa. Now it's poked back into the Bears zone, and their goalkeeper, Christian Hernandez, will glove it and then clear it out. Phoenix now trying to get again on the move. This is Carlos Villa. Villa and Colby Liston have been the main offensive threats for Phoenix so far this year. Now a shot out front by Danny Reyes. It's deflected by one of the Matadors, and it's retrieved by Brian Portillo in the right back center. And then as he tries to kick it away, it will bounce once and then bounce out of bounds on the Bears side of midfield, so that'll be a throw-in. In fact, they're going to say that the Bears get the throw-in on the AWC side of midfield. Volleyed around, now Liston trying to get it up for Villa, and it's knocked away again by Portillo. Portillo tries to clear it out front, saved by Phoenix's Danny Reyes. Reyes now cross-field pass. Luke Bunjevic has to retrieve it on the near sideline. Going one-on-one with Vitalis Atemafak. Atemafak is knocked down, but then it's knocked away. Enrique is able to knock it away. Phoenix still able to control in their front, on the front line. Kicked by Reyes in the center part. Header out front. Bunjevic can't get to it, and Marcos Garcia will get it back for the Matadors. Here they come the other way. Atemafak, centering pass for Soto. Soto gets the back tap for Garcia. Now Garcia trying to get it up for Atemafak. It's poked away. Garcia trying to keep it alive. Instead, stolen away by Phoenix College. Here comes Bunjevic. Bunjevic upfield into the Matador zone for Ahmed El Zarhana. Gets upfield, but then Admir Belasevic, one of the better defenders on the Matadors this year, is able to clear it out. Gets it back into the Bears zone. Bears under control, but now stolen away nicely. Valls has it taken away, but they're going to call a foul on Marcos Garcia. Second infraction of the night on the Matadors. And on the Bears side of midfield, long kick up field by Mendez. Poked away, now Liston's got it. His shot is off of Phillip. Goes to the far side. Portillo just kicks it way up in the air to try and save it from going out of bounds. Delphine jockeying with Reyes for position. And Reyes not able to win the battle yet. Now he's double teamed, and a nice play coming back. Soto able to steal it away. Gets it to Monterosa. Now Monterosa, a deep kick, but nobody up there for the Matadors, and it'll be fielded by goalkeeper Christian Hernandez of the Phoenix College Bears. Still 1-0, Matadors on top. They got that in the 5th minute thanks to Mario Soto. Mendez with a deep kick into the Matador zone, headed by Portillo. Race towards the midline. Atemafak has got it. He tried to get it up for Garcia, headed away by Mendez again. Over to Enriquez for the Matadors. Now he goes to the far sideline. Monterosa. Pop fly for Marcos Garcia. He was double teamed, able to steal it away, but then when he tried to get it on the far sideline for Soto, kicked away by the Bears. Now the Bears have something going. Trevor Hamilton racing into the Matador zone. Pursued by Monterosa. Monterosa able to deflect, gets it to Portillo, and again, Portillo with a nice clear out. Gets it back into the Bears' side. Soto jockeying for position with Mendez. It's knocked away, and now they're going to call a foul. Foul on the Bears, Andy Lopez. And the Matadors will have possession near midfield. Matadors starting to get several reserves up and limbering, envisioning checking in the next couple of minutes prior to the water break. Shot in and somehow gets to the near sideline for a Temafat. Here comes Vitalis trying for the center pass, and this one, too much steam on it. It'll go past the goal and out of bounds, so that will go to Christian Hernandez. Again, glad you're with us. Matador Soccer, our selected AWC Matador Soccer broadcast for 2011, as the Matadors try and defend that Region 1 title. Tonight trying to get more of a stranglehold on second place and a possible first-round playoff bye. Phoenix College trying to get it out of their own end. Jesus Valls gets it to the near sideline for Luke Bunjevic. Now back in the middle for Valls. Valls being contested momentarily by Enriquez. Trying to get away, can't shake free of Vinny. Gets to Bunjevic, but it's off his foot. He has to go retrieve it. Fighting with Garcia. Now gets it on the near sideline in the corner, and Gisa doing a nice job of playing center field and shielding Ahmed El Zarhana from the ball. It'll go out of bounds, and that will get a free kick for AWC goalkeeper and defending conference goalkeeper of the week, Oscar Hernandez. Second time that he has won that honor. He's also won the national goalie of the week as well. Leading goalkeeper in the ACCAC. In fact, he's the only one who is goals against average is under a goal, and it's not even close. This one a center pass, but nobody there for the Bears, and it will trickle past Hernandez and harmlessly out of play. So now the Matadors with wholesale changes. Eric Luzania, the pride of San Luis High School. Luzania, 5'9", 140-pound freshman from San Luis. Kofi Owusu-Ansah, the sophomore from Toronto, Canada, 5'10", 170-pounder. Brian Orta also checking in out of Cypress, California, 5'7", 160-pound freshman. Carlos Peru, who had the assist on the game winner Saturday in Tucson. Peru, a sophomore, 5'4", 125-pounder. And Shogo Matsumura, a native of Osaka, Japan, 5'5", 125-pound freshman, also checking in as the Matadors making some wholesale changes. Now Peru, the left footer, going down the near sideline, and he gets tangled up with Bunjevic, and they will call a foul on Peru. So that will squelch momentarily the Matador attempt at a rally. Goals have been hard to come by in this series. Bears scored 3 goals in their win over the Matadors a month ago up in Phoenix. That was the first time anybody had scored more than 2 goals in 3 years. Now here's a nice steal at midfield by Jesus Valls. Valls gets it into the midsection for Liston. It's deflected and then gets to Valls, and Valls just trying a off the side of his foot shot, and instead it goes high in the air and over the goal. Out of play, and so Hernandez will get another free kick. Shia Zalvo will check in for the first time for the Bears. Danny Reyes will get a rest, 5'7", 135-pound freshman. Hernandez kicked to midfield, volleyed around, now headed by Shannon Phillip. Peru going for the header. Competing with Nicholas Mata, who just checked in for the Bears, 5'9", 155-pound freshman. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Matadors. Matadors were not pleased that Mata just kind of threw the ball away. No warning that time, though. Matadors with it, and a new-look line. Midfield of Orta, Luzania, and Peru. Backline still pretty much the same with Gisa, Belasevic, Phillip, and Portillo. Here's a header from Matsamura, gets it to Peru, and then Peru takes a shot in the neck from Mendez. No call. Mendez with the steal. Here come the Bears. Long pass upfield. Carlos Villa trying to jockey for it, but too many Matadors around him, and Phillip able to steal it away. To Portillo, now back for Shannon Phillip. Goes to the near sideline. And Josue Sanchez, who also checked in during that timeout, 5'5", 130-pound freshman from San Luis, had it and then lost it. Volleyed around, and it goes back to the Matador goal. Hernandez, staying with his feet, kicks it to the far side for Portillo. Now for Sanchez, who gets another chance. Sanchez still in the Matador zone, double team momentarily, streaking down the right side. Gets it up for Owusu Ansah. Owusu Ansah, who's been getting more playing time in recent games. Back in the Matador zone for Belasevic. Here's a lead pass. Racing for it is Sanchez. Sanchez now has it headed away by Andy Lopez on the back line. Sanchez staying with it, still on the far sideline, trying to attack, trying to get open. Now he's double teamed in the corner, able to save it. It's a free ball, and coming to get it, to scoop it up, is Phoenix goaltender Christian Hernandez. Still 1-0 Matadors, nearing the midpoint of this first half, as dusk is upon us here at the AWC soccer field. Gets to midfield, and Brian Orta jockeying for position. He'll get the ball. Matadors just volleying around, trying to get the spacing correct. Portillo lead pass now. Matsamura trying to get it, able to get the second header on it. Jockeying for position, able to spin away from Lopez. Here comes Matsamura. Matsamura now runs right into Jesus Valls, and Valls makes the steal. Bears trying to get a rally the other way. Starting to turn on the Jets now is Trevor Hamilton. Down the left side. Here's a pass to the side. This is Bunjevic. Bunjevic jockeying with Phillip. Phillip knocks it away, make that Portillo, and they will call a foul on Portillo. 4 fouls here in the early going for the Matadors, 3 for the Bears. So it'll be a free kick on the far side by Cisco Hernandez. Josue Sanchez backing up in front of the ball. Hernandez ready, and with the left foot tries for a center pass, but Orta was ready for it. Orta kicks it out, and then trying to come get it is Matsamura. He has his legs taken out from under him. Bears trying to keep it alive. Now a quick shot and a beautiful save by Hernandez. He had to play it off a bounce of Zalvo from about 20 feet out. Wasn't able to put it through in the first save of the night for Hernandez, who had 9 saves in each of the Matadors' 2 road victories this past week against Glendale and against Pima. 2 shots on goal so far for the Bears, 1 for the Matadors. Near midfield, taken away from Luzania, and now a header chance, but way too far out by Carlos Villa, and it goes right back to Oscar Hernandez. And he will glove it and wait for his teammates to get set. Gets it to midfield. Here's Luzania. Luzania, the former San Luis Sidewinder. Now for Brian Orta. Orta, a native Californian, changing direction, going to the far sideline for Gisa. Gisa try for the lead pass from Matsamura. It's poked away. Still up in the air. Matsamura and Owusu Ansah pursuing for it. It's knocked away from them. Sanchez trying to keep it alive, but his kick will go out of bounds on the far sideline in the corner. That'll be a throw-in for the goalkeeper, Christian Hernandez. Victor Valentin will make his first appearance in the Bears lineup tonight. Valentin, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore from Central High School, right in the middle of the Phoenix area. Trevor Hamilton will get his first break. Matadors got a goal in the 5th minute, courtesy of Mario Soto, and a nice assist from Billy Delphine. And that's where we are, 1-0. Hernandez taking his time getting the ball set, ready to kick it away from the corner of the box. Does so right to the midpoint of midfield, headed back into the Bears zone by the Matadors. Matsamura now back tap for Josue Sanchez. Sanchez starts left, now spins around to the right side. Gets a little bit of room. Pass for Luzania. Luzania steps around his defender. Tried to get it past Miles, but it's stolen away by Jesus. Jesus able to control. Bears coming the other way. Jockeying in midfield. Nice play by Monterosa. Now here's a lead pass for Sanchez, but Sanchez can't handle it. Lopez will take it away from him. Lopez of the Bears. Jockeying is able to get past two Matador defenders. Here's a center pass, but too much lead for Nicholas Mata, and the Bears or Matadors able to steal it away. Here's Carlos Baru on the near sideline, still on the Matadors' end. Center pass upfield, and Mendez able to push it back on a hop into the Matadors' territory. Orta gets it back for the Matadors, gets it back for Fabian Gisa, now to Belasevic. Bears starting to press a little bit more. Belasevic started to go to the far sideline, instead goes back to Gisa on the near sideline. He gets a center pass upfield, but it's headed away by Mendez. Then Mata trying to get control of it, tried to do a header, and instead goes off his head and out of bounds right in front of the Matadors scoreboard here at the AWC soccer field. Throw in for the Mats. Here's Gisa. Little tap for Carlos Peru near sideline. Southpaw starting to move around, does a nice move on Bunjevic. He'll center the pass, and here's his shot. Oh, off of Matsamura. Owusu-Ansah staying alive with it and can't get it away from two different Bears defenders. Matadors had a couple of good chances that time, but Matsamura just couldn't size it up. He had an open look at it. Owusu-Ansah, nice job of trying to keep the play alive. Matadors with it again near midfield. Lead pass for Owusu-Ansah. Streaking down the far sideline. Gets it under control. Now looking for a center pass, and his center pass is kicked away nicely by Andy Lopez. Comes back towards the far sideline. Sanchez will save for the Matadors. Matadors staying on the attack. Here is Portillo. Try to get it in for Matsamura, but winning the flighted ball, as Kenny Dale says so often, Andy Lopez of the Bears. Goes out of bounds on the far sideline, and it'll be a throw-in for Phoenix College. Lights now starting to take full effect here at the AWC soccer field. El Zarhana and Reyes about ready to check in for Cameron, but first things first, water break. We are midway through the first half here at the AWC soccer field. It's the AWC Matadors 1, Phoenix College Bears nothing. You're listening to Matador Soccer on the Matador Sports Network.
From something minor like a sniffle or a cold to meeting the occupational medical needs of employers in our community, trust Pinnacle Healthcare. Pinnacle Healthcare's board-certified physicians provide the dental care you need, whether it's for illness, injury, employment requirements, or a commercial driver's license physical. Winter visitors, year-round residents, college students, area employers, we're close to wherever you are. Pinnacle Healthcare at 32nd Street, just 1/4 mile east of Avenue 4E. No need to call for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome.
In the mood for something different? Dairy Queen Brazier at Pioneer Center in the Foothills has a full menu of great meals, from the best breakfast in town to their new iron grilled sandwiches for lunch and dinner. And of course, your favorite desserts, from blizzards to dilly bars to ice cream cakes. Plus, the newest and largest DQ in the city of Yuma also supports and donates to community programs all over our area. Dairy Queen Brazier, Pioneer Center in the Foothills, proud sponsors of Matador Athletics. Spoiling yourself without spending a fortune. That's what the Kokopah Resort is all about. Their mini suites offer 2 rooms, private king bedroom with jacuzzi tub and large walk-in shower and a cozy living room. Rooms come with continental breakfast, 24-hour pool and spa access, fitness and business centers. And it's just an indoor stroll away from the Kokopah Casino. Rates have no added taxes or fees. The Kokopah Resort, a tradition of honor, a future of progress.
Jim Howe back here at the AWC soccer field as night starts to take effect. Matadors got a goal early, 4:40 into the game. Mario Soto on the assist from Billy Delphine, giving them a 1-0 lead over their arch rivals from Phoenix College, a team that they have gone to penalty kicks each of the last 2 years in the Region 1 semifinals. And Matadors able to come away with wins in both of those contests. Ryan Orta now in the Matador zone, deflects it off of one of the Bears. It will bounce high in the air and then go out of bounds, so the Matadors will get a throw in. Matadors right now with a lineup of Carlos Peru, Shogo Matsumura, Eric Luzania, Josue Sanchez, Kofi Owusu-Ansah, Brian Orta, Shannon Phillip, Admir Belasevic, Fabian Gisa, and between the pipes, reigning ACCAC Goalkeeper of the Week, Oscar Hernandez. Oscar already with a save on the evening. Matadors jockeying for position near midfield, taken away by the Bears, and then taken right back away by Brian Orta, right across the midfield stripe. Kicks it back to his defender, Fabian Gisa. Gisa, lead pass for Peru. Peru takes it off his head, streaking near the corner, and he's pushed out of bounds. He was really jockeying with Luke Bunjevic, and it's going to be off of the Matadors, which will get it back to Phoenix College goalkeeper Christian Hernandez. David Cameron has used 3 different goalkeepers this year, and he's had to kind of go back and forth between all of them, every single one of them with a goals against average of 2 or higher. Hernandez at 2.14 coming into the match. Peru and Bunjevic really having a battle, and Peru goes down again, goes out of bounds in the Bears zone, and Peru will get a throw in. Here's Orta. Orta attacking, back to Peru. Peru right along the sideline. It's knocked away this time by Osman Mendez, and Peru really being out physicaled at the moment, and some of the Matador sideline not real happy about it. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Bears ball, a quick throw in by Mendez. Mendez gets it up quickly for Carlos Villa. Villa starting to move towards the center, looking for help. Little chip shot. And a nice play, diving kick by Portillo to kick it out of the zone, and then Josue Sanchez will kick it high and deep out of bounds. Shai Azalvo was streaking towards that centering pass by Villa, and Portillo did a nice job to clear it out. So on the far sideline, it'll be Osman Mendez. He will get a throw in down towards the corner where you would normally have a corner kick. Wind up, throws it right into the middle. It's headed up in the air. Another header attempt by Liston, and this one again is wide right. Goes past the pipes, and the Matadors, I believe, are going to get it back. Wait a minute. They say it was deflected. Liston's header went off of one of the Matadors, so it's going to be the first corner kick of the night. And the Bears are going to have it on the near sideline, courtesy of Cisco Hernandez. So the Bears with a chance to tie. They trail 1-0. Denal Landrum and Vitalis Atemifak up for the Matadors. This one is headed out of the zone. Off of Kofi Owusu-Ansah, comes out front towards midfield, and it'll roll right into the Bears bench. And it'll be off of Owusu-Ansah, so a throw in for Hernandez. Hernandez gets it to Colby Liston for the Bears. Double team momentarily, gets it out front, but Azalvo has it go off his foot. Is able to knock it off of Owusu-Ansah out of bounds, so another throw in. Here's a header by Liston, but instead it's intercepted by AWC's Eric Lucania. Headed back by Bunjevic. Bears trying to stay on the attack. Here's Azalvo. Azalvo towards midfield, jockeying for position with AWC's Shogo Matsumura. Here is Villa. Villa double team, dribbling away from trouble. Now tried to get a centering pass, and instead it is high over the Matadors' goal and to the right. Won't be considered a shot on goal. And so Hernandez will get it for the Matadors and kick it to his defender, Fabian Gisa. Issa, long lead pass off the head of Mendez. AWC able to deflect it. Racing for it is Matsumura. Can he control it? No. 3 different Bears had to take it away from him. Kicked into the Matador zone, controlled by Brian Portillo. Portillo on the far sideline. It's a lead pass. Streaking under it is Sanchez towards the near far corner. Sanchez does a nice job of being able to deflect it with his foot off of the Bears defender. That was Cisco Hernandez, and that's going to give the Matadors a corner kick on the far side. Denal Landrum checking in for the first time tonight for the Matadors. The former Kofa King out of Somerton, 5'6", 650-pound freshman. Vitalis Atemafak and Billy Delphine also come back in, along with Jose Medina. Medina also out of Yuma, 5'7", 735-pound sophomore. He, like Garcia, played last year for the Yavapai Rough Riders and came home for their sophomore season. And they have both been extremely integral parts of the Matador machine here in 2011. Atemafak trying to get it inside for Medina. Medina can't quite get to it, and it'll roll out of bounds. Deflected, though. Last touch by one of the Bears, so it'll be second straight corner kick for the Mats. First 2 of the half. Atemafak came to the United States back in 2003 when he was 11 years old. Spent the last 8 years in Washington, D.C. Now a lot of jockeying on the far sideline between Luzania and Phoenix College's Hernandez, and they're going to call a foul on the Matadors. Not pleased is AWC head soccer coach Kenny Dale about that one. Long pass, and it is knocked out of the Matador zone by AWC. Headed back in, but the Matadors in control. Here's Orta. Orta, try for a lead pass for Vitalis Atemafak. Can he save it on the sideline? No. Go out of bounds right in front of the press table, and so it'll be a throw-in for David Cameron's Phoenix College Bears. Luke Bunjevic throws it upfield. Headed nicely that time by El Zarhana. Here's Phoenix College with a chance. El Zarhana racing towards it. Knocked away by Phillip. El Zarhana saves it right on the side. Tried to center pass, but nice play by Phillip. He will clear it out of the zone, and it will actually roll back into the Bears zone and into the Matadors bench. So yet another throw-in for Phoenix College's Luke Bunjevic. Jockeying right in front of the Phoenix College bench, goes out of bounds, and this time it will be last touched by the Bears' Osman Mendez. So Atemafak doing a good job jockeying with 2 different Bears to give them control, and they actually called a foul that time. So a free kick by Gisa. Here's Orta, middle of the field. Gets it back for Gisa on the near sideline. Matadors moving from right to left in this first half. Here's a cross shot. Beautiful one to Delphine in the far corner. Delphine jockeying. Now has it taken away by Hernandez momentarily. They dance in the corner. Keep dancing, still in play. Now Delphine comes away. Center pass for Medina. Medina now loses it right in front of the pitch. Comes out front, but here's Orta back into the zone, and it will land on a hop into the hands of Christian Hernandez. And Medina kicking himself on that time. He knew he had a golden opportunity to put that one through and give the Matadors some insurance. So a shot from Orta. First save of the night for the Bears goalkeeper Hernandez. Matadors now trying to get on the attack again. Medina streaking down the far sideline, heading it, battling this time with Reyes. Make that Andy Lopez, goes out of bounds. It'll be last touched by AWC. And Hernandez will inbound again for the Matadors, or for the Bears. Matadors soccer brought to you tonight by the home of the Iron Grilled Sandwiches. That's Turkey, Club, BLT, grilled cheese. You can get them all on South Frontage Road near Fortuna. Dairy Queen Brazier, Pioneer Center in the foothills. DQ, something different. Bears on the attack. Too much of a lead pass. Nice play by Gisa to get it out of there. Here's Atemafak. Matadors still trying to clear it out of their zone. Orta streaking near midfield. Stops, put on the break. He'll back up, give it to Luzania. Luzania now to the near sideline for Gisa. Just trying to play a little keep away at the moment. Trying to get everybody set and space out the Bears defense. Belasevic, lead pass now, headed by Medina. Medina trying to get it to Denal Landrum, intercepted by Mendez. Jockeyed around, now Orta steps in. Orta tried to get it over the defender to Medina, knocked away. Luzania gets it back. Jockeyed back by the Bears, still in the Bears zone with Orta. Orta near midfield. Now trying to get it out where the spacing isn't for Fabian Gisa. Gisa, lead pass. Oh, and it's past the defender, but also gets past Luzania, and it'll go out of bounds. Matadors with some quick movement that time as the military fly overhead. More reserves for Dave Cameron. Trevor Hamilton and Jesus Valls, who started the game for Phoenix College, will check back in. Danny Reyes checking out of the Phoenix College lineup along with Victor Valentin. And Landrum will get a break for the Matadors. Mario Soto, who's responsible for the lone score of the game, will check back in at forward for the Mats. Hernandez kicked to midfield and passed, but Atemafak has it. Kicks it back into the Bears zone. Pursuing momentarily is Medina, but Christian Hernandez will glove it for the Bears in front of their goal. Throws it out for Bunjevic. Now back for Osman Mendez. Mendez keeps it away from Soto. Lead pass headed off by Liston and then intercepted by the Matadors. Shannon Phillip keeps it away from Carlos Villa, now to Belasevic. Again, the Bears pressing in the Matador zone. Portillo, lead pass. Too far away from Orta, but then as it's knocked away, Orta gets it back. Orta jockeying with Lopez. Lopez goes down, and they're going to call a foul, I do believe, on Lopez. Matadors were trying to hurry because they saw that they had an advantage, but lead referee Michael Ambrose stops that. Orta will get a free kick. Orta waits, gets it in the middle, but it's low, and it's knocked away by Trevor Hamilton. Comes out front, Medina's got it. Now Medina for Gisa. Gisa tried to tap it to himself. Instead, it's cleared out by the Bears. Comes near midfield. Here's Liston jockeying with Orta. Liston goes down, and that'll be a foul on AWC's Brian Orta. Half a dozen fouls now on the Matadors here in this first half. Phoenix College with 5. Here is Villa. Villa on the attack. Comes for Liston. That's the 1-2 punch this year for the Bears. But it's knocked away from Liston. Liston goes down. No harm, no foul. Delphine has it on the far sideline. Trying to keep it away from Jesus Valls of Phoenix College. And it goes out of bounds off of Valls, so Delphine will get a throw in. A little over 10 minutes left to go here in this first half. Been a good one so far. Close to the best, as you would expect, between these two teams who have had 4 ties in the last 5 years. Here is Atemafak trying to center. Pursuing is Medina, but beating him to it is goalkeeper Christian Hernandez, and they actually both go down. But Hernandez wins the battle. He's got control, and he will kick it away. Comes into the Matador zone. Flattened out momentarily by Villa, but then stolen away by AWC. Here is Gisa. Gisa with a lead pass, but that's going to be an easy offsides call as Soto and Medina were both in front of the Phoenix College defense. First offside call on either team. So Phoenix College with possession. Luke Bunjevic on the near sideline. Pursued by Orta. Takes it into the Matador zone, and Orta gets in front of him. Now foul called as Bunjevic trying to spin Orta back around. And the infraction will give it back to the Matadors. Matadors with 2 shots on goal. Phoenix College with 3, but of course that first shot on goal was the biggie. Mario Soto's shot, 4:40 into the match to give them a 1-0 lead. Phoenix College on the intercept, gets it into the Matador zone, but intercepted nicely by defender Shannon Phillip. Here is Gisa. Gisa to the near sideline in the attacking zone for Atemafak. Atemafak, little tapper for Mario Soto. Soto changes gears, gets it cross field for Delphine. Pursuing, tried to save it, couldn't do it. It'll go out of bounds. Matadors have gotten some good approach shots, but have just led their teammates a little bit too much. Christian Hernandez will get a kick right in front of the box for Phoenix College, and he gets it right to Atemafak near center mid. Temafac for the Matadors. Now to Orta. Again on the attack of the Matadors. Now Medina all of a sudden comes in front, but a late call and an offsides called against Medina. And Medina, I think, was as surprised as anybody when that ball came to him and there was no whistle. You can hear some of the cat calls from the Matadors sideline, not pleased with that call. Here come the Bears. Bears trying to tie it up. Liston tried for the center pass, intended for Villa, stolen nicely by Phillip, cleared out by the Matadors. Back to midfield. Bears have it again. Here's Andy Lopez. Gets around Medina. Then it's knocked away. Nicely done by Portillo. Portillo with a lead pass for Soto. Haven't called outsides yet. Now it's one-on-one. Soto and Hernandez gets around. Hernandez puts it through for his second goal of the night. Mario Soto gives the Matadors a cushion. Waning moments of the first half. It's AWC 2, Phoenix College 0 on the Matador Sports Network.
Your 5 Yuma area State Farm insurance agents don't just offer affordable life, homeowners, and auto insurance rates. They offer great opportunities for our youth to get involved. Agents Martin Armijo, Howard Blitz, Gene Bostic, Zeke Herrera, and Kathy Nutze have supported many community youth programs around Yuma County for years, including the Yuma Youth Boxing Association, Yuma Roller Hockey League, Somerton Rattlers Baseball, even DARE. They also are strong supporters of the Freedom Library, Habitat for Humanity, and Amberley's Place, and of course are proud again this season to be a supporter of Matador Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Insurance is there.
The AWC Matadors know that it takes hard work to reach your goals. This not only applies to athletics, but to personal finances as well. You work hard for your money, and you deserve to have a portfolio that works as hard as you do. If your investments aren't putting forth the effort, Brian Butcher in the Mission Valley Plaza or Angie Mitchell on South Foothills Boulevard, just south of Interstate 8, can help set up a free portfolio review. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
AWC's Mario Soto came into the match tonight with 1 goal on the season, and he has tripled that total. 1 in the 5th minute, and now 6.5 minutes left on the clock, and he puts it through on the assist from Eric Luzania, and the Matadors with a 2-0 lead in the waning moments of the first half. Andy Lopez, after a Matador foul at midfield, kicks it into the middle of the box, headed by Villa, but not enough steam on it to avoid Oscar Hernandez gloving it. Matadors only have 3 shots on goal, but they've certainly taken advantage of them. Soto the benefactor twice. Here's a Temafac moving towards midfield for the Matadors. Gets it for Orta in the midfield. Still in the Matador zone. Back for Shannon Phillip. Phillip now on the far side for Brian Portillo, who's given them some quality minutes on the back line for Kenny Dale. Don't forget, coming up at halftime on radio and internet audio, we will talk with the pair of V's. That is Vitalis Temafac and Vinny Enriquez, 2 sophomore midfielders for the Matadors. Very engaging guys, one from Cameroon, one from Northern California. Again, that's on radio and internet audio coming up at halftime. Out of bounds, Matadors. Now the throw-in goes awry. Never actually got inbounded, so they will throw it back to him. And David Cameron, the 7-year head coach of the Bears, throws it back to his defender, Osman Mendez, who will try it again. Gets it in the Matador zone, but the Matadors control the flighted ball. Here's Medina. Medina started to turn around in midfield. It's knocked away. Here come the Bears on the attack. Liston's center pass, though, is knocked away nicely, that time by Delphine. Gets back towards the midline. Bears will reel it back in. Nicholas Mata, who's back in there. Gets it for Victor Valentin. Try to get it to the middle of the box, knocked away by Luzania. Somehow comes to Carlos Villa. Villa now tries for a left-footed shot, but it's awry. Goes wide left, past the goal, and out of bounds, so Oscar Hernandez will get it. Hernandez, the native of Los Angeles, and they have talked about all season long how he has been mature beyond his years between the pipes. Came in with a .74 goals against average, far and away the best average in the entire conference. That's why he has been goalkeeper of the week twice in the conference and national goalie of the week once this year. And again, only a freshman. Here is Belasevic, clears it out. Rebound shot returned by Valentin, gets to Gisa for the Matadors. Now he gets it up for a Temefak. Tried for a centering pass for Medina, who slipped on the turf, and then when he tries to intercept it back, accidentally kicks the shin of Bears defender Andy Lopez. Lopez still on the ground. It'll be a foul on Medina. 8th foul of the evening so far for the Mats. And Lopez still trying to shake it off as we get back to live action. Into the Matador zone, but intercepted. Orta able to kick it out. Here's a Temefak. A Temefak towards center mid. Tried for a cross shot, and instead it goes back towards midfield, but Orta's got it again. Orta now for Luzania. Back for Orta. They play catch momentarily. Orta doesn't like what he sees, tries to space it out, gets it back for Shannon Phillip in the Matador zone. Over for Portillos towards the far sideline. Now for Belasevic. Matadors is using the clock wisely as we move inside of 5 minutes. Now Phillip tried for a lead pass, but there wasn't anybody there as most of the forwards for the Matadors had come back towards midfield with the Matadors back line trying to space it out. So instead, Bears goalkeeper Christian Hernandez will get a kick. Puts it into the Matador zone. Here's Liston. Liston playing keep away from Orta. Liston back to the Matadors goal. Gets it for Valentin. Valentin with a deep shot, and it's headed by Villa, but Hernandez, right place, right time, right there to glove it in for another save. 3rd save of the night for Hernandez. 2nd shot of the night by Villa. Now here's a Temefak double team towards midfield, loses the ball. Here's Liston again. Liston kicks it towards the Matador goal as we hit the 1 minute mark, and Belasevic plays keep away from Villa and lets it trickle out of bounds. So Hernandez will get it again. Last 50 seconds of the half, Matadors trying to stay perfect on the night as they lead 2-0. Hernandez will back up and kick it away. Does towards the near sideline. A Temefak settling under it. Gets a nice header up court, upfield. Here's Soto trying for Medina. Bears have it snuffed out. Here's Mendez. Mendez trying to turn around, and a foul called. Kind of a ticky-tack foul that time, but called on Jose Medina, the Matadors. That'll stop play momentarily. Bears will have it towards their back line, and Cameron's screaming that they're running out of time. Down to the final 7 seconds, gets it up for Villa, but right into Gisa, and Gisa will clear it out, and that will be the way the first half ends. A good one for the Matadors. Mario Soto with a pair of goals, and that's where we are. Don't forget, coming up on radio and internet audio, we'll talk with Vinny Enriquez and Vitalis at Temefak. V&V sophomores for the Matadors soccer team as we have come to halftime here at the AWC soccer field. Here's your score. The 8th-ranked AWC Matadors 2 and the Phoenix College Bears nothing. You're listening to Matador Soccer on the Matador Sports Network.
From something minor like a sniffle or a cold to meeting the occupational medical needs of employers in our community, trust Pinnacle Healthcare. Pinnacle Healthcare's board-certified physicians provide the dental care you need, whether it's for illness, injury, employment requirements, or a commercial driver's license physical. Winter visitors, year-round residents, college students, area employers, we're close to wherever you are. Pinnacle Healthcare at 32nd Street, just 1/4 mile east of Avenue 4E. No need to call for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome.
America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to customers, friends, and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign.
If I was to say they have the best burgers in town, you know who I'm talking about before the words come out of my mouth. It's Burgers and Beer. That's because you've heard me talk about their great food for years. And I get to talk about them because of the incredible support they provide Matador Athletics and our student athletes each and every year. They care about our campus community and the Yuma community as a whole. They believe in education, students, and teachers, and Arizona Western College. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town, and so proud to support Matador Athletics.
In these challenging economic times, it's a good feeling to have knowing that Southwest Gas is here for you. They're ready 24/7 with fast emergency response, friendly and efficient customer service, and all of their employees are safety trained. And as always, they remind you to call before you dig. Call the toll-free Arizona Blue Stake number at 1-800-782-5348. Southwest Gas, helping you and your families for 75 years.
Tickets for the 2011 El Toro Bowl, represented by Time Warner Cable, have only been on sale to the general public for a little over a week, and they're going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to be a part of your own nationally recognized college football bowl game, which happens Saturday, December 3rd at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Get your tickets tomorrow morning at one of 3 locations. The AWC Athletics office just north of here, the Caballeros de Yuma office on 1st Street, downtown in the old City Hall building, or the AWC Foundation office in Century Plaza on 24th Street, just east of 4th Avenue. Be a part of the 2011 El Toro Bowl.
Yeah, sister-in-law. Yeah. What is your name? Yeah, dude. Are you? You come here? What do you do? Oh, yeah? Visiting? How's it? You sick? You seem all quiet, dude.
Your 5 Yuma area State Farm insurance agents don't just offer affordable life, homeowners, and auto insurance rates. They offer great opportunities for our youth to get involved. Agents Martin Armijo, Howard Blitz, Gene Bostic, Zeke Herrera, and Kathy Nutze have supported many community youth programs around Yuma County for years, including the Yuma Youth Boxing Association, Yuma Roller Hockey League, Somerton Rattlers Baseball, even DARE. They also are strong supporters of the Freedom Library, Habitat for Humanity, and Amberley's Place, and of course are proud again this season to be a supporter of Matador Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Insurance is there. In the mood for something different? Dairy Queen Brazier at Pioneer Center in the Foothills has a full menu of great meals, from the best breakfast in town to their new iron-grilled sandwiches for lunch and dinner. And of course, your favorite desserts, from blizzards to dilly bars to ice cream cakes. Plus, the newest and largest DQ in the city of Yuma also supports and donates to community programs all over our area. Dairy Queen Brazier, Pioneer Center in the Foothills, proud sponsors of Matador Athletics. Since 2002, the Cocopah Bend RV and Golf Resort has held Woodall's Campground Directory's highest rating for amenities and services. The easily walked public 18-hole golf course is open year-round. The narrow fairways and lakes along this par 72 course prove challenging, even for experienced golfers. They also offer the best in golf equipment and clothing, and lessons from our PGA Golf Pro. The Cocopah RV and Golf Resort, 1st Street to Riverside Drive in Yuma. A tradition of honor, a future of progress.
Softball players, why wait for the spring? Get top-notch softball instruction from some of the best in the area this fall. Join AWC head softball coach Nikki Bethurm and her players for a series of softball clinics on selected Fridays this fall on the AWC campus. Each clinic will focus on different aspects of the game, and you don't have to be an experienced player to learn and improve your game. The cost of each clinic is just $15, and all money raised goes to the Matador Athletic Association. Call 344-7544 for more information.
America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to customers, friends, and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign.
Jim Howe back here at the AWC soccer field, getting ready for the second half of play, and the Matadors taking advantage of the 3 shots on goal that they had in the first 45 minutes, because 2 of them, both by Mario Soto, went past Phoenix College goalkeeper Christian Hernandez. 1 at the 4:40 mark on a beautiful assist pass from Billy Delphine, and then 1 with 6.5 minutes left to go in the half on an assist from Eric Luzania, and that's where we are. Matadors leading Phoenix College 2-0. Remember, the Matadors really in a lot of ways control their own destiny. They already have clinched a playoff spot by virtue of their 1-0 double overtime win Saturday up in Tucson against Pima. But they know that if they get a win tonight and then go up to the Phoenix area Thursday night and beat Chandler Gilbert, then they will clinch no worse than the 2nd seed, meaning they will get a first-round bye. Playoffs actually start 2 weeks from last night, believe it or not. Quarterfinals on Monday, the 27th. Or excuse me, the 24th. Semifinals would be on the 26th, and then Saturday, the 29th, would be the Region 1 finals. Matadors hoping they can host at least one of those later rounds, if not both of them. They came into the day trailing first place Yavapai by a 1.5 games. Phoenix College will start it off with the ball. They are going to move from right to left in this second half. Here's a centering pass from Villa to Liston. Liston can't control it, though. Saved on the side. Here's Villa with another centering pass. Comes more out front. And the header attempt missed that time by Ahmed El Zarhana. And the Matador is able to control it and then clear it out. Into the attacking zone goes, so far, the hero of the night, Mario Soto. Gets it from Marcos Garcia. Now for Carlos Peru, who didn't see much playing time in that first half, and the time he did, he was muscled around and beat up by the Phoenix College Bears. Shot back towards midfield from Shia Zalvo of Phoenix College. Matadors now control. Eric Luzania getting the start in midfield for the Matadors. Gets it to Shannon Phillip. Now on the near sideline for Josue Sanchez. Sanchez now for Vinny Enriquez, one of our halftime guests. Give it to Jose Monterosa. Monterosa, left side now for Fabian Gisa. Lead pass for Soto. Soto back to the goal. Gets it for Monterosa. Monterosa sizing. Now center pass for Marcos Garcia. Kind of a chip shot, not a lot on it, and it will land on a bounce in front of Christian Hernandez to the right of the near post. Will not be a shot on goal or a save, and Christian Hernandez will control it. Clearing pass off the head of Shannon Phillip, and it'll bounce out of bounds, so Phoenix College now on the attack. A throw in this time for Trevor Hamilton. Gets it for Colby Liston in the near corner. Tried to get it back out front. It's intercepted nicely by AWC's Josue Sanchez. Gets it back for Sharif Shawunmi, one of the defenders who tried to clear it out, and it's off of Colby Liston, so the Matadors will get a throw in back deep in their own zone. Throw in for Sanchez. Cleared back deep into the zone by Cisco Hernandez. Here's Liston trying to pursue it, but Phillip able to control, spins around and clears it out. Headed back by the Phoenix College Bears, Andy Lopez. Now headed around towards the midfield in the Matador zone. Kicked back towards Fabian Gisa. Gisa for Monterosa. Monterosa streaking down the far sideline into the attacking zone. Big pass for Peru off his head, but nobody there, and Hernandez will control. Christian Hernandez. Both goalkeepers tonight between the pipes named Hernandez. Oscar for AWC, Christian for Phoenix College. And Oscar, of course, the native Los Angelian and the reigning ACCAC goalkeeper of the week. Here's Monterosa. Lead pass for Peru. Slips, gets it back, loses it again. And it's taken away for good this time by Luke Bunjevic. Bunjevic getting it passed towards midfield, but intercepted by AWC's Josue Sanchez. Back to Phillip, volleying around. Here's Shawunmi, who will clear it back into the Bears zone. Kick up in the air and volleyed around again. Both teams going back and forth, and now a foul called. Marcos Garcia took it away from Shia Zalvo. Kenny Dale upset with the call, as they will call a foul on Garcia. That is the 10th foul of the match for Phoenix College. Here's Trevor Hamilton on the move. Hamilton trying to split the defenders. Now he goes down, and it's knocked away. No harm, no foul. Hamilton still on his stomach, and it's cleared out by Shawunmi. Shawunmi out towards midfield. Soto fighting with two Bears defenders. Able to win the battle. Goes backwards. Now give it for Shannon Phillip. Phillip with a clearing shot. Gets it into the attacking zone for Garcia. Garcia with the tap. Garcia on the near sideline. He's double teamed, triple teamed. Somehow gets away. Now he's got a 2-on-2. Garcia now has it poked away. Osman Mendez was the lone defender, and he did a nice job to save the day for Phoenix College. Garcia was on the move. Here comes Phoenix College the other way. Lead pass for Villa, streaking down the near sideline. Phillip with him. Villa start to head towards the near post. Centering pass, but it's nobody there but Cardinal and Gold. Poked away nicely by Fabian Gisa. Now Gisa on the move, bringing it out of the Matador zone. Gets it up for Peru. Peru will bring it across the midfield stripe. Now back tap for Gisa. And the Matadors will change direction and gets it back for the sweeper Admir Belasevic. Belasevic, 2-year starter at defender. And the only remaining starting defender from a year ago. Now volley, and Villa can't save it from going out of bounds right in front of the Matador bench and right in front of our field side location, right above the Matadors bench in the Crow's Nest overlooking Cammon Field, AWC's home baseball field. Glad you're with us for the lone Matador soccer broadcast of 2011. We've got a good one so far. Matadors with it, trying to add to a 2-0 lead. Gisa on the move, gets it on the near sideline for Peru. It was behind Peru, and as he tried to save it, the Bears take it back. You can hear Kenny Dale advising some of the guys on the sideline where the mistake was. Kenny Dale always coaching. Lead pass for the Bears. Cisco Hernandez gets it up for Villa. Villa trying to get it to Hamilton, but Sanchez able to jump in front. Sanchez gets it for Belasevic, and a nice pass out towards the near sideline for Phillip. Phillip gets it upfield for Soto. Soto near the midfield line. Back for Sanchez. Sanchez to the far near sideline for Garcia. Garcia waits for Phillip, gets him the ball. Phillip now for Josue Sanchez. Turns, gets it in the midfield for Enriquez. Enriquez now changes gears, gets it to the far sideline for Gisa. Matador's doing a good job of passing the ball around, trying to space out the Bears defenders. Poked up in the air. Peru can't win the battle. Knocked away. Mendez now has it streaked around by Peru. Peru a diving center pass, but they say that Peru was out of bounds. Peru was trying to get it for Garcia, who was right in front of the goal, but the whistle will change that, and Christian Hernandez will inbound it. Hamilton will get a rest for David Cameron's Bears, and Danny Reyes will check back into the PC lineup. Phoenix College has won 6 of their last 9 matches, and the turnaround for their season really came at the hands of AWC, getting that 3-1 win back on September 13th. Here's Villa in the forecourt. Inside, here is Reyes, tried for a cross shot, and instead it goes right past the near post and far post and goes out of bounds, so Oscar Hernandez will get it back for the Matadors. Hernandez, the native of Los Angeles. Several California natives on this Matadors team, but also plenty of Yuma County natives. In fact, we've got 6 former Kofa Kings and 4 former San Luis Sidewinders. Here is Gisa. Gisa upfield for Peru. Peru trying to get past Lenjevic. It's knocked away. Peru able to get it back. Peru now for Soto. Soto jockeying for position. Gets it to the near sideline for Josue Sanchez. Sanchez on the move. Double team momentarily. Center pass. Goes past Garcia. Cleared out momentarily. Saved by Monterosa. Monterosa keeping it alive. Gets it for Garcia. Garcia out for Enriquez. Enriquez tried for the approach shot and instead mishits, and it goes wide left of the far post and out of bounds. Matadors seem to be the quicker team so far in the first 6 minutes of play here in the second half. Vitalis Atemafak, our halftime guest, will check in. Carlos Peru did a lot of running in that first 6 minutes. A little bit winded as he comes off to get a break on the Matador sideline. Matador Soccer brought to you tonight by Burgers and Beer, home of the Burgers and Beer E-Club card. It's free to sign up for, and you can earn points for free food and merchandise just for enjoying the best burgers in town, along with their Mexican dishes, appetizers, salads, spaghetti, pizzas, and even breakfast. 20th Street, just east of 4th Avenue, Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town. Matadors nursing a 2-0 advantage. Here's Vitalis Atemafak on the far sideline. Tried to get an approach shot for Garcia. He collides with Christian Hernandez. He goes down momentarily. Then Hernandez takes his shot in the ribs. Cleared out, no harm, no foul. And Mendez will clear it out for the Bears. Bears get it into the attacking zone near midfield, and now Bunjevic will change direction, get it over towards the near side for Cisco Hernandez. Hernandez now a center pass in the middle, but it's headed out nicely by Sharif Shawunmi. Here's Bunjevic, gets it for Villa. Villa jockeying with Sanchez, turns around, tries for the centering pass. Bunjevic pursuing, but Atemafak able to get there first. Here is Enriquez, gets a lead pass for Garcia, but all of the Bears were in the attacking zone. Garcia behind them, and that will be the 4th offsides of the night for the Matadors. Near post, here's a shot tried for the center pass by Danny Reyes. Goes off the foot of Belasevic, and that will mean corner kick number 2 on the night for the Bears. So Hernandez, who grew up on the west side of the Phoenix area, went to Glendale High School, 5 foot 850 pounds sophomore. Will corner kick it from the near sideline. He's one of 10 active sophomores on Cameron's squad. Hernandez ready, and the left-footed kicker gets it up in the front. Goes by a couple of Bears defenders, cleared out momentarily, then headed back in the zone. Villa jockeying along with Shawunmi. Can't find any room. Changes direction towards Hernandez, and then Hernandez tried to get it off the volley, but it's wide right. Goes out of bounds, and Oscar Hernandez will have control of it. Southwest Gas reminding you to call before you dig. The call is free and could save you thousands of dollars. Call the Arizona Blue Stake number. It's toll free, 1-800-782-5348. That's 1-800-782-5348. If you can't remember all those numbers, just remember to dial 811. That's the toll-free Arizona Blue Stake number. As a public service from Southwest Gas, warming hearts and homes for 80 years. Bears again trying to lead Reyes on the near sideline, and Josue Sanchez doing a good job of clearing it out and out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in for the Bears. Osman Mendez, the defender, will come up to make the throw-in. And the rest of the Bears start to bunch up towards the box. Mendez, who's had a couple of deep throw-ins so far tonight, winding up and throwing it right in the middle. Headed around and still with a chance. Here's Reyes. It's deflected, still alive, and Hernandez finally able to get his hands on it and clear it out. Good defense that time by both Josue Sanchez and Shannon Phillip not to allow Reyes a chance at a good shot. Now the Matadors trying to get it out of their own zone. And now a foul is going to be called right in the mid of the field by Vinny Enriquez. Michael Ambrose, the lead official, warning Enriquez as Vinny goes back to defend. 11 fouls on the Matadors so far tonight, a half dozen for the Bears. And it'll be a free kick just on the Matadors side of midfield for Phoenix College. Mendez, deep kick. Hernandez sizing, and it's headed into the goal from behind. And Hernandez is down. I believe that was Carlos Villa. And Hernandez is still down. Well, Matador soccer fans remember that Hernandez went down in the latter stages of the first half against Yavapai on October 1st. had to leave the game and did not return, but he was able to come back for the next game a week ago against Glendale. But Villa has cut the lead in half. Assist from Osman Mendez. And suddenly the Bears are in business. So the goal comes just over 14 minutes into the second half, and it is 2-1 Matadors. But the concern now is for Oscar Hernandez. Let's take a break. 14 minutes into half number 2, and it's AWC 2, Phoenix College 1 on the Matador Sports Network.
Your 5 Yuma area State Farm insurance agents don't just offer affordable life, homeowners, and auto insurance rates. They offer great opportunities for our youth to get involved. Agents Martin Armijo, Howard Blitz, Gene Bostic, Zeke Herrera, and Kathy Nutze have supported many community youth programs around Yuma County for years, including the Yuma Youth Boxing Association, Yuma Roller Hockey League, Somerton Rattlers Baseball, even DARE. They also are strong supporters of the Freedom Library, Habitat for Humanity, and Amberley's Place, and of course are proud again this season to be a supporter of Matador Athletics. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Insurance is there.
Is your broker giving you the cold shoulder? At Edward Jones, the level of service we provide is based on your personal needs and preferences, not the size of your investment portfolio. Whether you're starting an investment plan or have accumulated a sizable portfolio, Edward Jones can help. Jay Laughlin, Amy Flynn, or Kristen Shore at the Pioneer Center in the Foothills provide highly individualized, face-to-face service to each investor who chooses to do business with them. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
America comes to SignPro. It isn't just a slogan, because SignPro has been the place that people have come to for their printing needs for years. Full-color banners, magnetics, decals, even posters, and a full array of graphics, designs, and colors to get the message out to customers, friends, and family. SignPro offers all of these and much, much more. SignPro at 1702 South Arizona Avenue. You just can't do better than a SignPro sign. In these challenging economic times, it's a good feeling to have knowing that Southwest Gas is here for you. They're ready 24/7 with fast emergency response, friendly and efficient customer service, and all of their employees are safety trained. And as always, they remind you to call before you dig. Call the toll-free Arizona Blue Stake number at 1-800-782-5348. Southwest Gas, helping you and your families for 75 years.
Well, Oscar Hernandez, the Matador goalkeeper, is back up and trying to shake off the effects. He's going to stay between the pipes. Josue Correas was warming up on the Matador sideline. But for the moment, Correas still on the sideline and Hernandez staying in the game. Carlos Villa, though, able to cut the Matador lead in half with his 9th goal of the season, and he did it on a backwards header on a penalty kick by Osman Mendez, and Mendez gets his 6th assist. So the Matadors with a 2-1 lead now. 15 minutes gone by here in the second half, and Kenny Dale also using that to make some wholesale changes in the lineup. And now a foul called on the attack. Billy Delphine will be whistled for that. Matadors with a lineup of Kofi Owusu-Ansah, Shogo Matsamura, Billy Delphine, Brian Orta, Eric Luzania, Vitalis Atemafak, Shannon Phillip, Sharif Shawunmi, Fabian Gisa, Admir Belasevic, and Oscar Hernandez. Now another foul called, this time on the Bears. First one of the half for the Bears. And the Mats will get a kick from the sideline. Nope, check that, just a throw in. Shannon Phillip coming up from his defender spot to do the honors. Goes past Delphine, cleared out by the Bears. Comes up towards midfield. Here's Colby Liston trying to get away from Shawunmi, but Phillip able to close the ground very quickly. Does a nice job to come back, double team Liston. Clear it away back to Oscar Hernandez. Hernandez will kick it back for Phillip. Phillip trying to get away from Liston. And a foul called on Liston. That was kind of a late whistle as Liston just grabbed the jersey of Shannon Phillip. So Phillip will be able to kick it away deep in the Matador zone. 2-1 Matadors. It was 2-0 at halftime. Phillip with a deep kick. Headed up in the air. Now Orta gets it to Eric Luzania. So the Matadors with possession. Gets it back in the Matador zone for Fabian Gisa. Southpaw gets it to Orta. Now back for Belasevic, the sweeper. Belasevic with a deep kick into the Matador zone. Racing to try and get it on the far sideline is Temefak. Able to control it. Tried for the center, but couldn't get a lot on it. Bears will clear it out momentarily towards midfield. Headed back towards the Bears' goal by Luzania. Now it gets back towards midfield. Liston has a go off his chest. Luzania fighting with it. Liston able to steal it away from him. Liston racing down the far sideline. Jockeying along, and a handball, I believe, is going to be called. Yep. Gisa and Liston were jockeying for position, and Gisa's kick apparently caught Liston on the hand. Now as the Matadors start moving forward, Temefak is knocked down. That'll be another foul, this time on the Bears' Trevor Hamilton. 10th foul on the Bears in the game, but the